So hello everyone, Luanne Marine here. I have a special guest and her name is Dee Dee. And I wanted to bring people on who have done some work with me, whether that be hand analysis or in the Step Out and Shine group, and just share their experience with you. So welcome, Dee Dee.
Hi, Luanne, thanks.
Awesome. So can you share, I know you've been in my community for a long time, right? So you've been in a long time, you've come into some goddess gatherings that we've done over the past years. And I've always been, what really struck me about you was you have this amazing connection to spirit, I know you do mediumship work, you're a creative artist. I'm just getting goosebumps even saying that. And just that expression of all the amazing things that you do. And so when you joined, and I know you do hand analysis and you just love it, and then the Step Out and Shine program, which is all about really helping healers and spiritual entrepreneurs get their work out into the world. What made you join at that particular time?
Okay, so I'm a big believer in science from the universe, and so previously I'd worked with special needs children for about 15 years, and I've got a 33-year-old, and I also have a 12-year-old. And after I had her, I'd seen you previously, as you said, in the circles and that, but I had wanted my hands done for years and years, and I couldn't afford it. And so I saved up the money, got my hand done. And so you've always kind of been on my mind. I find you very inspirational. And so you had a course that was like a 5-day thing where you could learn more about hand analysis. So I did that and absolutely loved it. And so you got to do, back then you got to do the hand analysis in the Step Out and Shine program. So I spoke to my husband, and because before that I'd been doing mediumship and readings and all that, but a lot of it was unpaid and just kind of didn't have a direction really, I guess. But I've been talking to people for years. I've got these cards, I've got this, I've got that, and nothing was happening. And so I spoke to my husband, and he was like, well, what have you got to lose? He goes, because it was a big financial investment for us because we were on one wage. And he's like, you've talked about it for years, you're not going to know. And I'm like, but what if I fail? And thank goodness he's amazing. And he was like, well, you're not going to know until you try, and it's better to do it and fail than go, hang on, I've always wanted to do this but never did it. So that was kind of what made me take the leap.
That's amazing, and I love, I just love hearing about your husband. I'm going to say his name, but just the way he supports you. But it goes both ways. Like, I think you've just got this beautiful connection that you both support each other. And it was a big risk, right? But it's like, again, it's like if you don't do it, you don't know. So you came in, and what's happened since? Like, what's happened since?
Right. So I came in, and for people wouldn't know, but I'm actually diagnosed with Asperger's and ADHD. So I've got 100 things going on in my head. I want to do the cards, I want to do my books, I want to do this, I want to help people, I want to teach. And so I think that was my problem. And you did my hands, and you made me believe in myself more, that what I've always been saying I want to do was in my hands and that I could actually do it. So that gave me confidence, and you're really good at pulling me in and okay. So most people focus on, like, one thing and get one thing done. You're focusing on like 50. How about we rein it into 10? You still let me have my different things, but rein it in a bit so we can get something done. So yeah, it was huge help. I think that's exactly what I needed.
Yeah, and that's the thing, because you have so much creativity, right? You've made 2 oracle decks, you're an artist, you do amazing work, you've written 2 books, soon to be published, and you're now creating your first online course, right? Mediumship,
Awakening your intuition it is.
That's right. That's right. You know, that's coming online because we've had to pivot that word. We've had to change things. But you've also already got a in-person course. You know, people are waiting until we open up in Melbourne because we're both in Melbourne. So they're like, you know, so it's all, you know, it's already there. What didn't push you, but in the hands, right? We'll go back to the hands because you've got so many different markings, your school of service, right? So what piece helped you to go, oh, I need to do this and this and this? Like, what in the hands really supported that?
Okay, so I'm very much, I believe I can do everything. And then all the, say I fail, say I can't do it, say I'm not meant to do it, say it's just a pipe dream. So having it in your hand saying, yes, you are, it's okay to be out in public and talking to people. It's okay to use your creativity. You're naturally intuitive, which I kind of knew anyway because I've been doing it since I was a little kid, but just to have it reinforced in there. And also when I was younger, I studied palmistry. Always was interested in palmistry, but palmistry is quite complicated. And so I had a basic understanding of this means this, whereas here with the hand analysis, it's like this is this mark, this is what it means. And my analytical side, which is probably the Aspie in me, that's very good. Okay, I've got a little pocket to put it in. So I think that really helped. Okay, yeah, I do have this skill. It's okay to be doing what I'm doing because it's what I'm meant to be doing.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. And what would you say, what would you say to somebody who's thinking about doing the certification course, like learning hands for themselves? And
well, obviously I'm a huge believer in it. I actually love it, and I've already got half of my family friends and starting to do people's hands, and it's fascinating because even the people I knew around me, seeing their hands and seeing how they relate differently and how I can better my relationships with them was really good. So even if you don't want to do it as a career or whatever, just the fact that it helps you to understand yourself better, it helps you to understand the people around you, and can help your relationships flow better with other people.
Really can. Yeah, I mean, I do. I look at my own kids' hands every few years. Well, okay, it does, and it really gives you that understanding. I so agree. So, is there anything else you want to share, Donna, before, anything else you want to share?
Sure. I can only talk about my personal experience. I'm often misunderstood and people don't get me, and my communication is different. And what I loved about you, Lou, is the fact that you make me feel okay to be me. Excuse me. Yeah, and you also made me believe that we can be accepted, and that it's okay to be exactly how we are. We don't have to change ourselves.
We don't. Who else can we be except ourselves, Dee? Do you know what I mean? And that's, you're just giving me goosebumps. And this is why, this is why I do this work. You do this amazing work. And before I go, I mean, and I forgot, you're an amazing photographer, right? So I'm going to give your Facebook page. What's your Facebook page?
Okay, so I've got two. DD Cooper Signs is more just talking about spiritual stuff. It's a community page. And the DD Cooper Photography, I love nature, and you can't make people appreciate and want to protect nature unless they understand. So I take photos, and I'm very lucky that animals don't seem to be scared of me, so I can go right up to them. So a lot of the photos in there, I'm that close to them, which I just love. I mean, I love being in nature and experiencing that, and just wanted to share it with everyone.
Well, I'm so honoured. Thank you so much for sharing your what you've done and how you're expressing your purpose. And I mean, I know 2 books. I'm not going to say what they are here. But you know, these have been sitting on the shelf for a while, and I think timing is
years.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And you know, you said the Aspie and all that, but that is a gift. Do you know
Yeah.
what I mean? That is such a gift. And you've been in our, so the work, you know, the certification is kind of a mastermind, you're learning the hands, but there's other people in the group. The Step Out and Shine was the same. And my experience of you, like you'd be there, you'd be sharing, and then somebody else would say something or they'd have a question and you're like, bam, you got the answer. It's like, just hang on, I've just got, and that answer would support them. So this is, you know, your gifts, you're sharing much more freely now, and the world needs more people like you and you. So I just want to
Thank you. That's beautiful.
that in you. So thank you, Dee Dee. Again, we can find you over in the Facebook. I'm going to put some links below here. And all the best with everything. I can't wait for your online course to come up. Look out for that, everybody. It's coming very soon. We're in the process of getting some videos done. And thank you for sharing, Dee Dee.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, bye for now.